Hi everybody, this is Bob. Hey, we're continuing with a conversation with one of my rocks in my HCG journey. My little sister, Eileen. Yes, that's last 20 pounds. So I'll get back right back to the conversation. Thanks to all my subscribers and everyone who are watching.
Hey man, it's like a struggle every day to stick to this diet.
Really? Oh wait, just go. What you need to do, Eileen, since you mentioned this before, is you need to go to your favorite Chinese place. She
Yeah?
she loves Chinese. You were,
Pacific Rim is my favorite food, remember?
yeah, but you have to
So
tell
like
them.
anything Asian, I could eat like a lot of it. I mean that like Asian from like Indian all the way to Chinese to Korean to you know what I mean?
See, you need to just go and sit in your favorite restaurant and just order a glass of water and sit there and watch people eat.
No, it's impossible.
No, it's not impossible.
Oh my god. I was trying not to eat like carbs the other day when I was loading, and I went to, but I couldn't. I had to have like they had this flatbread and what was the other one? Salt and pepper calamari.
Oh, wow, that sounds good.
That's breaded, yeah. And then and then they had short rib sliders.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That
was
sounds
really
kind of
too.
good.
My husband, Mr. Every Wall Street Journal article, whatever, he comes home and he's like, hey, I read this article that it's like much better to run like barefoot, and like the treadmill would be perfect because you're not on the street where it might hurt your feet or whatever, like skin,
Right. Right.
So I'm like, all right, whatever, and I just let it go for a week. And then one day, this was just like 3 days ago, I was like, oh, I'm going to try and see what he's talking about. So I run, and there is a benefit to it. Like my legs didn't get tired fast.
Oh.
Like I was able to run like 20 minutes straight without walking. And usually I walk after like 10 minutes.
And how fast do you run?
At this pace, because I was barefoot, I was running 5 miles an hour.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, so I was doing that. And then, dude, by the end of the running, I had the biggest blisters. It was like burning. Like, because the treadmill, like the rubber that you're running on,
Yeah.
it gets like super hot.
So your feet were hot?
My feet were burning. I mean,
Oh, no.
literally like burning rubber. You know what I mean?
And
But
did you-
after I ran, I couldn't walk, and I had to go to a play. That was the same day I was loading. I was going to a play in the city,
Yeah.
and I could barely walk. I had to put like Vaseline on it, a Band-Aid, and like where I was all dressed up, but I was wearing like white Converse.
Oh,
like,
no.
Like, but he's all, you're lucky you're a girl. They don't care what kind of shoes you wear at the restaurant.
So did you enjoy your play?
Yeah.
So tell everybody what your play was about.
I watched In the Heights, and it was about like Latin American people who have migrated to Upper Manhattan. It's about that, and it's pretty cool because there's a lot of rapping. The singing was really good. So I mean, the San Francisco productions are every bit as good as the New York ones. So if you're ever out here and you want to try to take a look at them.
The arts are wonderful in San Francisco. I know. You guys have to watch my vlogs from the weekend. It's pretty cool. I'll give you a...
Your exercise one was cracked me up. Man.
Yeah, it's very, very intense, and you have to prepare yourself for some absolutely horrible pain afterwards. So
That's some serious workout, dude.
mandatory workout plan or something like that.
Yeah. Do not attempt this at home, folks.
Okay, tell me what you've learned in the last 2 months.
Well, I've learned that even though you gain weight back, you don't gain the inches back right away. So, like, even as I saw the scale inching up, I was still the same size. You know what I mean? As the weight is going up, you don't realize it because that's why you have to weigh every day. Because you don't realize if you're just putting your pants on every day and they fit, and then you weigh yourself at the end of the week and you're like, oh shit, I just gained like 3 pounds. But you didn't notice because your inches don't come back, fast.
Really?
Good. Yeah, because then it gives you kind of time to correct it before you have to, go to a bigger size. So that's why I totally say everyone's got to weigh every day. I know some people get frustrated with that. They don't want to do it. but I'm like a true believer of weighing every day. So.
Don't you believe that's part of the psyche, though? It's like our mind's telling us don't do that so you can continue doing what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what I did the other day. I was like, I ate like shit. I'm not weighing myself. You know, I don't want to know. But definitely during P2 and, you know, you got to weigh. And then P3, definitely, you know, when you're stabilizing, you really got to weigh, you know.
Oh.
You have to, because if you pass that, like, that little 2 to 5 pound thing and you're not doing anything about it, it gets harder to correct it. You know, like for me, it's funny. That's another thing I want to bring up. Like, you're much bigger than me, so if I like
wait, that is totally. You got to stop right there. That is like totally understated.
Okay, what my point is that your grace weight, like the grace, not grace period, but like we can only go 2 pounds, you know, up or down from our LDW. But for you, I don't see that possible. Like, if you were going to do something, if you gained, like, 2 pounds, or, like, let's say you gained 5 pounds,
right?
I think that would be the same as us gaining 2 pounds. Like, you know, you can correct a 5-pound weight gain faster than we could.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely. I mean? All I got to do is take a dump.
Yeah, thank you. I guess my point is that it's all relative to what size you are, and I think people are starting to know that. And they kind of know that their fluctuation might be more than 2 pounds. So unless you're like someone who's not on a diet, like my husband, who's like friggin' forever skinny, like.
Don't you hate those people?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that just drives me friggin' nuts.
Yeah, and then he goes, like, we go on a ski weekend, and he comes home, and he's like, oh, man, I lost 5 pounds. And I'm like, I'm going to kick your ass.
So you're actually on P2?
Yeah.
Cool. If there is one thing you could say to anyone out there considering HCG, what would you tell them?
Number one, most important, is read pounds and inches. Because you can't understand, you will not be successful without reading it. And even more than, you know, I've read it like more than 20 times. So, and also make sure that you have a specific goal, and that goal you're always looking, you know, to that goal. Even though like things around you are going to bother you, you know, got to keep your eye on the prize.
Okay, what would you say to those that are on P2 and struggling?
Oh, man. I would say that don't get discouraged, because we all go through the same things. They're not alone, and I encourage people to reach out whenever that happens, because that's the only way, you know, or the best way, I should say, to get past them. My husband goes, you sound like a song.
A song? Tell him I said hi. I can't wait to meet him.
Bobby says hi. Can't wait to meet you. Oh, he knows Bobby. You know Bobby.
Bald fat man?
The bald fat man? The one that I showed you that he had a big shirt on, remember? He goes, the bald fat man or just the bald man?
I'm bald and fat.
That must have been rich.
No, that's the wife beater man. Tell her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's a wife beater. Or maybe it was Terry, because Terry's not fat anymore, and he's just bald.
Anyway, I know you've spent a lot of time with us. You know we love you, girl. And
I know, I love all you guys too.
We're all in this together, and one of the most important things that Eileen said here is that you're not alone. We're not alone. We're all here together. And one of the most spectacular things about this diet, if you want to call it that, is the fact that we have YouTube, we have Facebook, and if you're not our friends, we want to be your friends, and we'll support you as much as possible. So everybody say bye to Eileen.
Yes, thank you for inviting me to your show, Bobby.
Sure. Hey, I've got some unbelievable guests later on this week as well.
Yeah. You're here all week, huh?
Y'all here all week. 2 times a week.
I gotta hit Jimmy Kimmel tonight, so.
Well, take care of yourself, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, you too.
Okay, bye.